Niles from Destiny Athletics. I'm going to do a what's in my gym bag video because I feel like everybody else is doing it and I wanted to get it out of the way so I could just focus on putting more lifting videos on instead of just doing nonchalant videos. So let's get it. Alright guys, here we are with the main contents of my gym bag. It's not that much of what you usually see with a famous lifter or anything because I feel like most of it's unnecessary if you don't need it. But here's most of my stuff. I'm going to start off with the cheaper stuff. So here I am with a foam core strongman belt. My dad gave this to me. He gave it to me originally for powerlifting, but I started using it for strongman, like overhead presses, farmer's carries, and a lot of stuff like that. Here we are with a weightlifting or bodybuilding belt. It's a cheap Gold's Gym belt. He also got this for me. I told him that it was a wrong taper. I told him that I can't have a tapered back. I need a full all the way around one. And the quality was too thin, so I just started using it for power cleans and some strongman work. We have a tennis ball, which is for mobility. I also have a baseball, but I can't find it. My favorite watch is a Casio G-Shock. I like to use this to time my rest since most of the time I don't feel like using my phone. It's in the locker room. It's a really good watch, really expensive, and also shock resistant. Then we have just a plain old Mueller knee sleeve. I originally got this when I was wrestling. I injured myself. I tore a ligament in my knee, so I just needed some sort of support and compression. So I just got this instead, but I started using it for powerlifting, but it's too small now, so I haven't been using it that much. Now we have just a journal. It says Destiny Athletics. I usually track all my stuff in it, program, usually all that good stuff. Then my lifting belt. I got this from myprotein.com. It's a really good belt for it being. I got this for $20 with a discount on it. But it's a really good belt if you need something but you can't spend a lot of money on an Enzer or a Titan or anything like that. So it's a good budget belt. It's good quality. I've been able to do heavy deadlifts with it, heavy squats. Sometimes I'll use it on bench. Then here we are with my slingshot pile corner, whatever it is. I have my slingshot knee wraps. These I've never used knee wraps until I got these, but I've only used these a couple of times. But I've hit a PR in these with I've hit a 5-pound PR in these with a 415 squat, and it felt light with these on. Then my slingshot gangster wraps. These are the best wraps I've ever used. I usually only use Elite. I've used Elite FTS before, but I don't own them. Somebody left in my gym, so I just decided to use them. So I didn't like the Elite FTS because they were too stiff, and I couldn't stretch them out enough to where I like this. But I can't do it. But if any of you use the gangster wraps, you could tell that they're stretchy, but they give a good support. Now here we are with the slingshot. I got the reactive slingshot because I'm a raw lifter and I'm probably not going to use it to overload or anything like that, just speed and volume work. Mine is a size under, but well, technically it's not a size under. I went by measurements instead of my weight. My lower bicep is at 13 inches, so I got a large, and I'm sitting at 219 or 220. So if you want the perfect fit, go by measurements. If you don't care how it fits, then go by your weight. Now we're moving on to shoes. I've had a lot of shoes within the past year of powerlifting, as you can tell, 4 pairs. But here's what I first started using. They were just the basic ASIC wrestling shoes that I've used for my past wrestling season. They were good shoes, but they started to get too small. They started messing with my lifts. Then here we are with Vans. I also used these when I was pulling sumo, but the bottom was tearing out, as you could tell. I didn't like that, so I switched it. Then an Essex throwing shoe from when I was running track. I like these because it was a slightly elevated heel, so I could use them when I was squatting. They were an actually good shoe. I also use them for my Olympic lifts, since the elevated heel. Now the shoes that I am currently using, they're probably the best shoes that I've ever used, and they are the Reebok CrossFit Lite TR. Reebok CrossFit Lites are a really good lifting shoe, especially for the advanced lifter. As you can tell, there's a lot of technology about it. The suction cups help you stay planted to the floor. It's a flat sole. There's a wide toe box. So it's a really good quality shoe, but the only thing is their size, for me, their size are too bigger. As Mark Bell said, that there's people in his gym who wear a size 14 shoe and they go a size 12 in these. So if you don't have flat feet or wide toes, then go a couple sizes down and probably just a size down. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.